students. This is Veena, Assistant Professor in the Department of English, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today, we will talk about the PowerPoint presentation and the ways to make your PowerPoint presentation better and effective. Why is that we are making the PowerPoint presentation in the way of our oral presentations? Why? What is the need of this visual presentation along with your oral presentation? What is that usage which is making your presentation effective and also applicable and also making it to the point at that particular situation and time? How is that these PowerPoint presentations are catering the needs of your project works, thesis and the dissertation works in the way of making your presentation and projecting your ideas to your authorities? Now, today we will try to understand the ways and what are the uses which we generally make in terms of PPT presentations. Let us get started. Here, what is PowerPoint? It is a program that is included in the MS Office suite, isn't it? It is used to make presentations for personal and professional purposes. What is the general usage of this PowerPoint presentation? We can use it on both the platforms of personal as well as professional platform. That is to cater the needs, to make it effective and also interesting, to reach our ideas and to make our output very qualitative in the way of projecting it or communicating it, the message to the others. We are going to use this PowerPoint presentation. It is always important to put forward all those important points in our presentation, to make that interest, to create that zeal and enthusiasm among the audience. What is that which you will make the audience tend towards your speech? So, one of such accessory is your PowerPoint presentation, which will help you to grasp the attention of the audience and also make them attentive listeners towards your speech. Here, introduction to PowerPoint. The program was created in a software company named Forethought by Robert Gaskins and Dennis Orton. This is a brief history of it. It was released on April 20th, 1987, and after 3 months of its creation, it was acquired by Microsoft. The first version of this program, when introduced by Microsoft, was MS PowerPoint 2.0 1990. Here, what is it? We now able to know the small brief history of its beginning. Now, what was the purpose behind designing this PowerPoint presentation? Is it really worth in the designing of this PowerPoint presentation? Is it really catering the needs of all sort of presentations? If it is so, how is that we are going to use it and what are the advantages as speakers, as presentators we are acquiring through the PowerPoint presentation? Let us try to understand and analyze and also make use of it. It is a presentation based program. That is where you are going to put forward your presentation of ideas, thoughts, innovations and the messages or the informations of any kind of expressions. Now, that uses graphics, videos, etc. So, you can integrate them along with the graphics and also the videos to make a presentation more interactive and interesting. Remember these two words, interacting and interesting. To make your oral presentation better, to make that reader's attention towards you, you're going to create that interaction and also interest through your PowerPoint presentations. The file extension of a saved PowerPoint presentation is PPT. We symbolize it as PPT. A PowerPoint presentation comprising slides and other features is also known as PPT. PPT is a powerful, easy to use presentation graphics software program that allows you to create professional looking electronic slideshows. That is, you are going to build your own professional slide to replicate, to indicate, to represent your organization, to represent your personality, to represent your thought of expression through that kind of presentation. That is what is your PPT reflects when you present your presentation in front of your audience. So, how effective you are going to use them, how you are going to use the animations, how is that you are going to make use of pictures and the bullet points in the way of communicating better message to the audience is very, very essential. Here, basics of PowerPoint. What are those basics which you all have to remember, understand and also practice? 1. A combination of various slides depicting a graphical and visual interpretation of data. It is a combination of the graphical and visual presentation. You have that possibility to represent it graphically as well as with the images, with the visuals that can happen through the PPTs. To present information in more creative and interactive manner. You can show your creativeness. You can project your creativity in front of your audience in the way of your PowerPoint presentation. Now, follow the steps before to open your MS PowerPoint on a personal computer. These are the steps. How is that you are going to help out yourself to prepare that PowerPoint presentation? 1. Click on the start button. Click on the start button. Then choose all programs. Next step is to select MS Office. Under MS Office, click on the MS PowerPoint. I know many of you already know about all these basics, but understand clearly. Some of them miss those important basic points which will really make them not understand or how to use this PowerPoint presentation. So, try to follow it and understand the important basics of this presentation. Now, a blank presentation is open on the screen. According to the requirement, a person can modify the template. I repeat, a person can modify the template according to your use. If it is a formal presentation, you can make your slides formal. If it is an informal presentation, you can make and design your presentation in a informal way. You have all that freedom and independence to design your own slide to grasp that attention and interest towards yourself in the way of making your presentation more effective and also successful. Next, slideshow in a PowerPoint presentation. How is that we are going to make the slideshow in the PPT? When all the slides of a PowerPoint presentation are set in series and then presented to a group of people where each slide appears one after the other is a set pattern. This is known as PowerPoint slideshow. Here we are going to design our topic to make effective and make that zeal and interest among the audience. Now, what is that we are going to do? We are going to design our slides logically in a stepwise manner and save it. And then, while our presentation, we are going to put up the slideshow one after the other in a way of sequence to make that flow of our presentation or create the flow of that presentation in the way of creating the mood, the gesture and the way of making that purpose successful while catering the need of presenting your information to the audience. The following elements can be added to a PowerPoint slide. What are those you can add in your PowerPoint slide? Clip art, graphs, tables, photographs, charts, media clips and videos. These are all can be added to your slides in the PowerPoint presentation. All these elements are mainly used to enhance presentation skills. Why? Why is that we are going to use a clip art or graph or table, photograph, charts to make that essence, to create that essence of interest, to bring on that enthusiasm and to bring on that effective note of steps in a way of visual aids or in a way of audio aids or in a way of graphs or in a way of statistical data. If you are going to represent them visually, that will remain in the minds of your audience. So, we will try to equip our slides with all the information which we speak in the process of oral presentation as well as showing our slideshow. Here, features of PowerPoint. What are the features we have in the PowerPoint? There are multiple features that are available in MS PowerPoint which can customize and optimize a presentation. It will customizes and also optimizes your presentation. The same have been discussed here. Now see, slide layout. Slide layout, the first one. Multiple options and layouts are available based on which a presentation can be created. So you have that opportunity of multiple options and layouts which are based on the presentation that can be created for your topics. This option is available under Home section and one can select from the multiple layouts option provided. Next, here, look at this, how the home page will be looked and the layout. The layout thing here, the slide layout will be looked like this, the screen. Here you have file, your home, you have insert the clip art, insert images, then design, transitions, animations, slideshow, review and view. We have all these options. Now here we have different kind of layouts from where you can select one and also add the title and the subtitle to it. So this is the way it looks and this is the way it will be opened when you look for a layout in a PPT. Here, insert, clip art, video, audio, etc. How is that? Your menu of insert looks like. Here you see new slides, tables, pictures, online pictures, screenshots, photo albums, shapes, smart art, then charts, apps, stores, hyperlinks, that is where you can add some internet links, comments, text box, headers and footers, word arts, date and days, slides, objects, equations, symbols, video, audio. So many options to insert in your slide. So this will help you in making your presentation more effective with the use of all these. Isn't it? We have very essential elements. We have so many options in the way of making our presentation more and more effective. Under insert category, multiple options are available where one can choose what feature they want to insert. It is your choice. What kind of feature you want to include? You can include image, audio, video, header, footer, symbols, shapes, etc. We have all the independence to design our slide in the way we want it to be designed. And it can be created in the way that can appeal and address the audience with all the information and message which you intend to do. Next, slide design. How is that you are going to design your slides? MS PowerPoint has various themes using which background color and designs or textures can be added to the style. So you can add background color, you can add designs or you can add textures to the slide. This makes the presentation more colorful and attracts the attention of the people looking at it. This feature can be added using design category mentioned on the home page of MS PowerPoint. In the design category, from the design category, you can design your own slide with the background colors, with the designs, with different textures of the colors. Although they are existing design templates, there are already some existing design templates. It is your interest where you want to create your own slide. You don't need to take the direct template which is already designed from PPT. If you are interested, you are creative, you want to look special and unique among the group, try to design your own slide. Depend on the requirement of the information or the message or the project, whatever you are tending to do. Next, here, refer the below for slide design. See, we have so many slide designs. We have transitions, we are office, according to office, we have themes, according to the home pages, we have themes, we have so many colors, textures, backgrounds, which are equipped. So you can choose the already default images backgrounds or you can make your own. That depends on your own interest. Then animation. How is that you are going to create the animation in your slide? During the slideshow, the slides appear on the screen, one after the other. In case one want to add some animation to the way in which slide present itself, they can refer to animations category. So we have animations category which can be referred in the way of putting up your slide one after the other. To make that appealing and attractive gesture, we can also use these animations to make and add that colorful note and also the difference in the way of the presentation. So this is the dialog box which will look like to project the animation in your PPT. Here you have so many options again. Animation, we have preview where you can see how the view will be after you create it. Then effects, you have add animations, triggers, stars, duration, recorder of the animation, many options under this. Next, here we came across what is PPT and how you are going to create your PowerPoint presentation using the insert, using the design, using the slideshows and the layouts. Now, what is the use of this PPT? How qualitative, how authentic is to use this PPT while you are making your presentations? Is it really applicable? Do we really need to use these PPTs while giving our oral presentations? How is this going to make your presentation more qualitative and impressive is the point. Now, try to understand the uses of the PowerPoint presentations and also try to use and practice using these PPTs such that in the future on your professional grounds in the workspace, you are going to present PPTs in the way of your project reports or in the way of projection of your ideas and the innovations. So, the way you put forward your presentation will be your result. Now, let us understand the uses of the PowerPoint presentation. Here, PowerPoint presentation are useful for both personal and professional usage. Here, given below a few examples, major fields where PPT is extremely useful. And what are those fields? 1. Education, isn't it? With learning, e-learning and smart classes. As this is technological world and a decade of technological advancements, education is completely equipped with e-learning and smart classes. So, for that, to make the better changes, to make your smart classes effective, PPT presentations will be very useful and also effective. So, been chosen as a common mode of education today. For our education system, we have chose PPTs as a common mode of smart learning in the classes. PowerPoint presentations can help in making education more interactive and attracts to students towards the modified version of studying. These PPT presentations are attracting and creating that interest among the students to listen to the class and understand different elements with the effect of these different visual and audio aids. Next, marketing. In the field of marketing, PowerPoint presentations can be extremely important. Using graphs and charts, numbers can be shown more evidently. Statistical analysis, especially in terms of business films, marketing, you will be able to use different graphs, tables, statistical data, pie charts. All these can be applicable and very, very useful in the way of your presentation process. So, PPTs will also play a major role in the way of presentation of business films and the marketing field. Next, business. To invite investors or to show the increase or decrease in profits, MS PowerPoint can be used. Next, creating resumes. That which is very, very important to you. On this note, digital resumes can be formed using MS PowerPoint. Different patterns, photographs, etc. can be added to your resumes. Then, depicting growth. Since both graphics and text can be added in the presentation, depicting the growth of a company, business, student marks, etc. is easier to portray through the projection of PPTs. PPTs are catering the needs of all kinds of elements around the educational space, business firms, and also on the personal grounds. Here, what is the significance? What is that importance? Why is that much importance given to this PowerPoint presentation? What is that these PowerPoint presentations are creating in the way of communication? How is that PPTs have given that boom to the communication element? Let us see. Presentation plays a vital role in e-learning, isn't it? When you are going through e-learning, when you are under the supervision of e-learning, when you are in the process of e-learning, presentations are very, very important and has revolutionized the concept of providing knowledge at all levels. To provide knowledge at all levels, these PPTs are surely making its great impact to make the essence and to reach that message properly, authentically to its listeners or the readers. It is on initial stages like schools and colleges, or it is on the corporate front. Learning has a new edge with advanced technology, and that can be served only through the PowerPoint presentations. Then, now lectures, seminars, project discussions doesn't seem much boring, isn't it? If someone is going on talking without any visual aid, without any break or without any audio aid, it is boring. But with PowerPoint presentations, it is giving that interest, it is giving that attention from the audience to the speaker and also creating all that essence, whatever is needed in the way of your communication process, and also reflecting that qualitative information to the audience while making the use of these PPTs. Now, the significance of PowerPoint presentations in e-learning process clear from the fact that it has given access to variety of online resources. It has given the access to variety of online resources and tools which have helped in creating an engaging and interactive learning environment on all these grounds, on all these arenas around you. PPTs are serving the needs, catering the needs visually, and also making use of audio aids and serving the needs of the students, business friends and marketing aides, everyone. It is making that knowledge more authentic and qualitative with the clarity of the PowerPoint presentation. Let's have a glance at some major plus points of PPT in electronic learning. What are those? PowerPoint has put an end to all manual learning process. Yes or no? Yes, it has put an end to all manual learning process. We are learning everything online. E-learning process has started and created its boom and has given a simpler way for seeking knowledge. This is given the important role, playing the important role in making our learning process simpler. Now, you don't have to waste your time in preparing for lessons, writing down your notes manually. So, here you can automatically generate a topic and also it is left there forever. You can get access to that content anytime, anywhere, any place. So, that is the very good advantage you have through your PowerPoint presentations. Then, this whole process has given rise to mobile learning, isn't it? Through your mobile, you have got all the information, all the amenities, all the sources to download the PPTs and understand and read anywhere, any place, which does not require those conventional classrooms. Now, no need of any more classrooms. It has made people techo-savvy. As for now, very person is found glued to this laptops, smartphones you are all equipped with. So, you can sit anywhere and listen to your class. The concept of e-learning with presentation has taken things into new heights. It has introduced many different ways of interaction with the people and the course material, which is amazingly convenient and technologically advanced. I repeat, it is fetching and catering the need of convenience and the technologically advanced element in the perspective of developing your intellectual knowledge and also catering all those needs which are really authentic and applicable for your teaching or serving the needs of your education or the business or any kind of needs. Next, it is the easy accessibility and simplified learning approach. Yes, we accept it. It is the easy acceptability and the simplified learning process, which has made PowerPoint presentations an important part of this new e-learning technique. Its usefulness and defined visual aids and theme forces both the presenters and the listeners to concentrate on what the slides are conveying. So, the presenter as well as the listener will have all that focus on the slide to know what is being discussed, what is the topic, what is the relevance and what is the use of that particular topic at that particular point of time. PowerPoint has now also become more flexible for online sharing, as you can share your presentation for e-learning purposes by using the web services Slide Online. Here, you can also use this option of Slide Online and also share them anywhere. All these points clearly indicate the importance of PowerPoint in e-learning, which has given learners the new way of learning things. Switching to this new way will not only make things interesting, but will also save time of both the listener and the presenter. Remember, always the visual and audio aids usage will create that impact in your oral presentation. As professionals in the workspace, in this technological decade, you must have that essence to create the interest and attract the audience in the way of you rendering the message and also you receiving the response from the audience. Just giving a speech or a lecture will not serve the need. An effective presentation with PPT will surely make your presentation worthwhile. Use all those statistical frames. Use all those imagery. Project your creativity in designing your slides. That will surely attract the listeners. That will surely attract your audience. While you are preparing your slides, be specific, be concise, be brief enough in the way of projecting or showing your points, placing your points in front of others. Use those bullet points. Evaluate and interpret those bullet points when you're talking to them in the way of rendering or providing some information. When you are projecting a statistical data, use graphs, use pie charts such that it is clear enough to show the evidence, proof of your argument. So, these PPTs will surely help you in making your presentation more and more effective and better. Try to use them. Get expertise over it. As beginners, it may be a bit difficult. But as you have so many options, you can use them. You can practice them. You can review them. And also facilitate yourself with all the PPTs which are really effective in making your professional growth higher and reach to the heights of peaks. So, understand the importance of the PowerPoint presentations. Try to use them. Try to understand its usage and make your presentations effective and qualitative. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.